Hi Yogi, welcome to Yoga with Alina, and today we're going to have a 30-minute Yin style practice focused on our hips and the lower body. I'm using 2 blocks for this practice. If you have them, grab them. If not, you can do big books or something like this, or just a pillow is going to be enough. Just gather all the props that you're using, get yourself ready, and I'll see you on the mat in a couple of moments. We're going to start this practice in a really yummy back bend. And we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, drop the knees to the sides. You will need your props for that. So place 1 block underneath your shoulder blades. If you're wearing a sports bra, then it's going to be right underneath the lower strap. And then if you need something underneath your head so that it doesn't get too much on your neck, you can always place another prop under your head as well. And we're starting this practice not only opening the hips, but also opening the heart. What is it that you're opening your heart to today? Start this practice by stating for yourself, or maybe thinking about, what is it that you're opening up to? And then start noticing the sensations, feelings, emotions, thoughts. What is happening in your body, in your mind? And then start deepening the breath. Deep inhales, matching long exhales. If you feel like bringing out your Ujjayi breath in this practice, you can do that. You don't necessarily need to. As long as you're aware of your breath, as long as you have them deep and nice and smooth, I'm totally happy. You will be too, I promise you. So decide for yourself where you stand. And then simply be. Stay in this very first pose of the practice. I want you to set up an intention for it as well. Why are you on the mat today? What brought you here? Now, what is going to keep you here the entire time, committed to this practice? Committed to yourself, to your well-being, mental, physical, emotional. Once you set it up, let it sink in. Let yourself not only know it, but also feel it. Truly feel it through the entire body. We're going to stay here for just a few more breaths. Let yourself be. With your next inhale, you're going to start walking the hands, or using your hands, to lift yourself up to seated. Keep the legs exactly as they are for now. Grab a prop with you, and you're simply going to drape your body forward, letting the forehead drop down on a prop or simply hang heavy. You decide for yourself how it's going to look. Let the arms relax. Let the head relax, the neck relax. You'll start getting deeper into your hips. Maybe you won't even notice it. You don't have to. Can you trust this practice? Can you trust this process and know that wherever you are right now is absolutely enough? And can you start bringing your awareness to the constant change that happens within you, whether you're trying to create it or not? like any other yin yoga practice. I want you to relax as much as possible here. So staying in this posture, take a mental body scan. As you're noticing any tension, anything you are willing to let go of, anything that you don't need right now, not in your mat, not in your life. And then every single exhale is going to be your opportunity to let it go. Leave it on the mat today so that you can step off your mat at the end of the practice feeling a little bit lighter. Maybe now hold in this pose, you notice that your body's opening up and you can get a little bit further. If that's the case, go for it, as long as it's natural. If that's not the case or you don't feel like it, stay exactly where you are. So it's happening to me right now. I know that my body can get a little bit deeper than this, but I'm enjoying it so much. This is my conscious decision to stay exactly where I am. I'm allowing myself to observe the stillness, the mind, the body. I'll stay here for about 4 more deep breaths. Knowing that, what can you do? Or how can you be, rather? This practice is not about doing, it's about being. Now with your next inhale, you're going to start rolling yourself back up, walking the hands up. Hands are going to come to your shins and just move around a little bit. Maybe a couple of cat-cows seated, maybe side to side. Spend the majority of the practice in stillness. Whenever you get a chance to move, go for it. Good, and we're going to bring the hands underneath the knees and step the feet out towards the sides of the mat. The toes are facing out, the knees are up. Hands at the heart center in prayer, the chest is lifted. From this one, you're simply going to drop both knees over to the left. We're going to start with the left side just because I kind of want to face you guys. And once you do that, you're going to create 2 90-degree angles with your legs. If you need to bring the front foot a tiny bit further forward, your hands are going to come in front of the right shin, and you're going to let it go. Now, if you want a little bit less today, then you're going to walk the hands over to the left. If you want a little bit more, the hands are going to come a little bit closer to the right. And just like always, you can explore your props here, putting them underneath the forehead, underneath your chest. I like to hug the left foot around with the right arm. If that speaks to you, go for it. But no pulling, no pushing, no trying. There's a whole day for it. There's our whole life for that. And the culture that teaches us how to do that. So let this 30 minutes be that time in your day when you can do completely the opposite. Simply be. Coming back to being a human being, however that sounds. Not a human doing, for a change. As we go further into the practice, you'll notice my voice is not entertaining you as much. So can you find comfort in that silence? Can you find comfort in that stillness? Can you find comfort in the uncomfortable, which all these poses are? few more breaths. And as you're still staying in this pose, I want you to check in with yourself and see how this pose is feeling for you. If it feels good today and you want to stay here for another round, then this is going to be my invitation to stay here. And if you feel like getting a little bit further into the left hip, then this is my invitation to go into your pigeon pose. You're going to lift yourself up and then lower the left foot down, straighten the right leg all the way back behind you, and then lift the left hip off the ground. Once you do that, see if you can send the left knee out a little bit more, pushing yourself further back. That is going to create a little bit big opening in your hip. And then if you're feeling using the props today, then definitely put something underneath your chest, underneath your forehead, maybe both. I'm feeling the forehead today. And relax. The deepest hip opener of this practice. Let your body be heavy. Let the pose do the job for you, the gravity work. How much more can you let go of any control you have over your body, over this pose? And trust. We're more than halfway through this posture. Check in with the sensations, the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts. They might have changed. They might have modified. Same as your intention, actually. How's that going? What I'm doing here is simply bringing your awareness, and you're observing. This practice is about you, getting to know yourself. So how's that going? We're going to inhale and lift ourselves back up. If you're in your pigeon, you're going to drop down to your left hip completely and then spin the right leg around. You'll feel the side of the room. Don't let it get to you. It's okay. And you're going to bring the right knee on top of the left. From here, work on grounding the right hip down to the floor. If it sounds absolutely impossible, grab your block and place the block between your heels. You can sit on the block and make sure the right hip is down on the block. If that's enough, you're staying here. If you need more, you already know you're going to go down to the ground and you're going to ground the right hip. And if you want even more, you can always drop the forehead down using the prop on top of your knees or in front of your knees. If you're going for in front of your knees, your right hip is going to try to lift up, but you really want to make sure it is down. You might have gone too far if it lifts. And as long as the integrity of the pose is there, once you have it nailed, you're going to let it go. Isn't it crazy how we're always finding more and more ways to control, just to eventually let it go? I'm gonna have to let myself, or let my mind take this one in. It's an interesting concept. Close your eyes. Enjoy knowing that you're doing everything absolutely perfectly. Can you simply be? There's no right, there's no wrong. The practice is yours. Few more breaths. And the next inhale, you're going to walk the hands back up to lift the chest. And just put the prop somewhere away. If you're using one, we're going to go to the other side. So separate the legs and step the feet out. The knees are pointing out, the toes are facing out, the hands are going to come down at the heart center in prayer. Straighten the back. Just like you did before, it's the movement of your hips, not the legs. You're going to draw both knees over to the top of the mat to face the front of the room again. Make sure that your right shin is parallel to the front edge of the mat. Then from there, hands in front of you, and you're going to walk the hands towards the front of the room. If you want a little bit less out of the stretch, if it feels too much today, then walk the hands to the right more. That's actually going to give you an additional side body stretch. It might feel good. But if you want a little bit more for the hip, you're going to start walking to the left and maybe even hugging the right foot around with your left hand. That's my variation today. Then you can relax down. Something underneath your head, something like a prop, can also be a great fit here. Find your space on the mat. Find your pose. And only then, let go of any control you have over it and give in. Staying in this one, I want you to take a mental body scan. Noticing any tension rising, traveling. Maybe there is something new that you're willing to let go of. If there is, you know what to do. Every exhale is there for you. If you feel like staying here longer, you can. You already know this. But if you feel like transitioning into pigeon on this side, you're gonna lift the chest up. And the first thing you'll do is lower the right foot down, making sure you're taking care of that right knee. And then send the left leg all the way behind you. Lift the right hip off the floor and then send the right knee out as far as you can and push yourself back. Takes a little bit of wiggling around, but go for it. The pose is definitely worth it. Then you can bring something under your chest, under the forehead. You can decide for yourself. You can do all of the above or none of the above. Create the practice. And by the way, not that you can only do one and then stay here the entire time. You can always change your mind. That's a powerful thing I found out for myself actually just a couple of years ago. A friend of mine told me you can always change your mind, don't stress out. And that sat with me for the first time back then. So maybe this is an aha moment for you as well, who knows? Maybe you've known it all along, but you can always change your minds in this practice as well. Check in with yourself, the body, the mind, the breath. And from this one, you're going to start walking the hands back up and lift the chest up, drop all the way down to the right hip. We're going to bring the left leg all the way around, bringing the left knee on top of the right, coming into Gomukhasana, cow-face pose. Just like you did on the other side, work on grounding that left hip down to the floor. If you need to sit on the block, you can do that. And then if you want to start folding forward, you have a few options. A prop on top of the knees, a prop in front of the knees, no prop at all. Let yourself settle into the posture and find joy. Find happiness in that. Find gratitude for your body, your mind, for making time out of your day. How amazing is all that? Stay in here for a couple of more breaths. Make them nice and deep. Make those breaths count. With your next inhale, you're going to roll yourself back up. We're going to separate the legs, but this time around, just straighten them out and shake it out. Let it go. Take a few moments. And once you feel ready, you're going to go all the way down to the floor. Bend the knees, grab your prop, and place the prop underneath the tailbone, coming into supported lower back bends. And once together, straighten the legs out towards the front corners of the rim. We're going to open up the hip flexor. That should feel really, really good after everything we just did. It's probably the most feel-good posture of the practice. So let your body become very heavy. And simply be. Let's take another mental body scan. Any tension, any emotions that are rising, any movements that you need to get out of the way to enjoy the rest of this posture. This is your time to do it because we're only here for the next few breaths. And then you're going to bend the knees, remove the prop from underneath your body. We're going to lower all the way down to the ground, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. And I encourage you to stay here for the next 3 to 5 minutes in your final Shavasana, letting the body take in everything you just did. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, Yogi. From my heart to yours, Namaste.